Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
Well, if it isn't the traveler and
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you...
I said I was going to the Homayanis.
I told Dehya to just stay. My parents were delighted. They...
That sounds... Anyway.
You can stay for as many...
But she said they'll treat you to the best dish.
But wait. There are so many places...
I'm sorry, my lady, but...
Oh, come on. Not this again.
I know, I'm sorry. Just...
All right, fine. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, have you been delaying or...
Nah, are you kidding?
Would you swear on that? But if something...
Oh, looks like Junior's ad was...
You're too I just thought that nothing... Mercenary life is a...
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though.
My lady... All right. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, my brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all...
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yep, you got it.
Oh, you...
Deshret's relics on any...
Dakan?
I think it means... Anyway,
Say what now?
I think I'm...
I won't go into deep...
100.
Yep. Not only have they
That's beyond...
I don't know how If I don't do something... I just wish...
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's setting the bar pretty...
I mean, if he was even remote, he was loud and... Of course, the other...
Sounds like a night...
What about your mother?
Unfortunately, I never knew... It's all right, my lady. That's pretty. He told me that he'd say, you'll be... But the problem was, they were tales of desert...
Sounds like your tip...
More or less, yeah. He seemed to think that even the toys he gave me, it was only much late...
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always... Until I grew up. Looting, blackmail, no one in the... Did they really think...
I think I can understand your...
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have toward... Yeah.
I see.
It is, but...
That may be true.
Well...
What should we do? They both...
Huh? But there's no...
Well, he's super tough, so if...
I'm inclined to agree. I'll wait for news from you in the city.
All right, then let's get...
Studying is far less fun than making money.
Hey, Dehya, you're back. Are these two friends of yours? Likewise. There's no need. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, they've become extremely aggressive. They even attack...
Even the most ferocious beasts.
That's right. A portion of their prop...
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really A few days ago, rather than saying they're out to...
Wait,
You heard me right. If their only goal is more... Unfortunately... Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the...
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect...
Nah,
What he said. Yeah. And while they went to talk with any survivors we rushed over as soon as we saw... Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, now that we know you'll have a cake...
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh,
Of course. Paimon is...
Oh. And...
Don't
Don't worry, even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but the deputy put a...
Sorry to hear that.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment. Now, if only the
Keep the awkward silence.
Hey, didn't we agree? Huh?
I don't...
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like...
All right. We could...
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and...
Are they?
More. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all, that's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never... Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bicker?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta do?
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards.
Will do. You
Boring! This should be the place. Let's... It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another.
No need to worry. He knows his...
I'm not worried about that. Here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a Buckle up!
Where do you think you're today? Be still. Worthless! Prepare to die, fool!
Access denied.
You won this one. Law of the jungle!
Look alive! Ha!
I'll be back.
Time for a light show!
I'll be back. You're the Flame Mane.
Good. That saves me an introduction. Think about it, though. What's your... You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about...
Whoa!
I'm not joking. 2 seconds.
I'll save you.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies. I definitely didn't expect him to go that...
What? Why would he be so...
I just wanted to test his... I didn't expect him to be...
Well...
Yeah, don't worry about it. There are lots of good...
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan... Yep, I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. This caravan is... That person will then pack the Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final
No, that...
Yeah, Every transaction before the last one was marked, perhaps. Anyway, the next part's the... Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamana.
Oh my god,
I'd be surprised. Just what the heck is going on here? I'm sorry. You're right. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the
what if the Homayani...
That's a possibility. But if that was the case, they could have just as easily bought... Yeah.
But...
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and the only potentially large but that's still just a speculation. I don't... You're probably right. I know
But what should we do now?
If you ask me, we already... I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's... If we're lucky...
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision?
I've considered that possibility. But even still, she showed genuine That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City. We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back alive.
Actually, we are still investigating.
I see.
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Why don't you discuss it with me?
It's okay, my lady. It's...
So something is on any other day. So tell me, what happened?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what...
The master. Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us. I've never doubted the Master's integrity. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh?
Thank you for sharing all. Since you've told me everything in the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30.
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed body. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever... He offered me a pile of mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe... I think I get what you're saying.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't... If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar...
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying...
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father...
But is that... My father has committed many atrocities. However, the Homayani family... If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire
Dehya.
It's alright, Dehya. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of it.
You don't have to do that, my lady.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again? Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've... In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also...
Usual?
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the Traveler.
Ah, yes, but we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the...
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction...
So, that's what you found?
If you wouldn't mind...
Well, what I do know...
Wait.
Yes, but knowledge, your father could... Of course, the facts of this matter may reduce if you must
I've made it this far in life without I have my own I came here today to
Our family once needed... They had superior numbers. Those Eremites were Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries. Just... Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunya.
Really?
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because we started talking about her to repay his kindness. I hired...
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a...
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the...
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that he then saw at the time, but he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. I was completely lost at first, until...
So he was the one who recommended...
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud. He was already beyond redemption, but if Dehya could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard...
And that's why you offered...
Yes. And that's also why I tried to persuade you. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dehya's fee. Eventually I just... The letter contained a request.
Wait!
That's right. When I started... But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because that thought occurred to... After some deliberation, I decided to send him... I am aware that even such a reduced gesture... In the end...
If you can, please tell... None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if all he wants to do is steer clear of me.
Oh no. Dehya, please don't feel...
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. Another way? I don't know. I knew him and he was nothing more than a childish... But I guess you...
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything. I don't know Kusela's... However, there's a man on the list named Jaw. He's responsible for supplying... I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the...
Understood. Thank you, sir.
I'll stay and be with my father here. My father hasn't... I feel like...
Yes. It's time to face...
I know what you've been up to.
Shh! Keep your voice down. How do you know? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. This place should do. All right. back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what...
Wait, there's no need to jump.
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't...
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Decana. If you provide some...
Hey, what a...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right. They're always on. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just...
Sure. And then you can forget about...
Hey, come on.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us?
All right, I get it.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you... See, let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Dehya, why are you here?
Worthless! Useless!
The fuse is lit!
Cascade!
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Evil conquering! Is this retribution?
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. Did you understand a single word I just said?
All right, everyone, let's all... Dehya, he died.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the...
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last
Overwhelming strength?
Those were a part of it. Regardless of whether it be their deepest sin, that's precisely it. But you, Dehya,
I never...
you were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to... Not only that, but in the end, he was just an ordinary He was forced to go to headquarters again.
We all knew he was doing that for you.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and...
Wait, but...
Because you were too young. When you left home after that...
So...
Yep. It was all his doing.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another... I suggested that his words made no sense to me. But that night...
Everyone gained their freedom that night. But how could we leave with a clear conscience?
The boss can't have...
From that point on, the big fire that, even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge. There were people from, but we won't let.
We've suffered plenty of... All we can do, we forged. We were also a Deshret's...
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. We used to always laugh at him for it. As for me, but maybe we were all. I'm sorry, Dehya.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dehya?
I grew up with these guys, and all I know is that Deshret's... Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the lost...
He can think whatever he wants, but the fact...
Useless! Here! Huh!
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here. Wow. Paimon didn't expect...
They should all be holed up in here.
Who cares? We'll round...
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could...
Yeah, we'll know what they're really... Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before...
Yeah.
You are not welcome.
The depths back! Take that!
Born of ice and frost. I can fix this! Fuse is lit!
Be still.
I'll be back.
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here! Useless! Here!
No touching! Time for a light show! Fuse is lit!
You asked for it. Look alive!
Good this should do!
Kamisato on. Suiyu!
For Rex Lapis! Sick of this!
Boring! Lament! Here!
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any...
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things are...
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. Let's go! We can't let the boss step.
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help...
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something.
Okay, let's go!
Useless!
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Buckle up!
Cascade!
You're dead meat! Ha! Let's get it on!
Boring! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Here! Shut it!
Mind the deluge.
Access denied. Frost. Must press on.
Here! Worthless! Here!
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it, but as a desert
Don't waste your breath.
run, I witness even now the greatest.
So
Let us. They are but two. Wave one, charge! Eliminate them!
you asked for it.
Take that!
Don't think that you've won. You're just getting started.
Here! Worthless! Here! Useless!
Now you're testing my patience.
King Deathstrike will not abandon any one of his followers.
Mind the damage. But the plan was watertight.
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless!
Now you're testing my patience.
Sick of this game.
Prepare to die, fool!
You're dead meat! I'm gonna wait.
Brothers! With me, this is where we prove our faith.
Do you all just wanna die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
I'll take my leave.
Lift your wings and raise a storm! Where do you think you're going?
This is long overdue. No touching.
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Fuse is lit. You asked for it.
Where do you think you're going? No. Goodbye, but we'll meet again.
Huh.
The commander has finally fallen!
But they're still coming at him! This place is like a gladiator's ring.
Yes! Keep!
When the next wave comes, I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Mitchell! Ugh. Apologies, Lord Mi- So, it would...
Time to pay for everything you've...
You think I would give you? I will be buried in the sand, alongside all the rest of our fading gl-
Hey, wait!
We were too late.
It's over, but if you're still
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
Up and away.
Who are you filthy rats? And why?
You call yourself a member of the
Who knows what antenna... Hey, have you ever heard of a man... Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know it. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember...
The irony. His life became a light for so many. Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there.
I mean the old records.
The old records room? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard, but in the short time he couldn't have possibly outrun. And after that, Deshret's relics.
Stop wasting our time. Tell me, where...
It's just over there. There's nothing left in there but ashes. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. Spare them no...
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? If he was nimble enough to do that, then...
Dehya.
I'm sorry.
Is this a cane?
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate.
Let's split up and look around.
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad. What's this?
Don't you remember? And Paimon said that these opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you. Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll think Dunyarzad will also—
Aw, thanks, you two. My chest was filled, but when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me. Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that my reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad, despite all my promises about we're hypocrites. All of us. Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings.
You're back! Are all of you all right?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from— Huh? Dehya.
Paimon will explain. Oh?
I'm sorry. I really should have—
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well.
Dehya.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing is finally my father that thought has even crossed my mind. However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to but now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
This rug here.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? Wait, are you here to take revenge?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could— Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Akh, but when I got there, I found no one.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their... I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh.
Well, back in the day, the first thing But let's see... What's this? It's just a bunch of junk.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess...
That probably means...
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of... two empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person...
Huh?
Oh, you're... All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing... I was suddenly seized with an... To Dehya. It's a letter for me? It's all right. I'll just read it out.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. If you're reading this letter, then you were a but one... Anyway, back to the reason being...
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a tea. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day, and you were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew but your cries were so loud they made my head hurt.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no... I was their most... Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's... In the end, he was still thinking of me as... I suppose, or I would...
He was a good father to you. The fact that he was...
Yeah.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sand, I just have one wish. That there once existed a childish, and that only under his care...
If you end up finding any leads, can you...
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you. My life is because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded.